Hey guys, welcome, welcome. Come on in. Come on in to Thanks For, where we give you a cup of positivity. Today I got some iced tea. It is really hot out here. I'll always give you a side of possibilities and always a breakthrough. So come on in, tag a friend. Today we're going to go over procrastination, and we are going to expose it. We are going to demolish it. We're going to get down to the nitty-gritty of what it is that procrastination is and what it is not, and how we can demolish it. Like, just get it out. It don't belong in your world. Don't belong nowhere near you. Not at all. So I just wanted to make sure everything's good. Sound check. Put a 1 in the chat. If it's your first time joining us, I would love to hear from you, where you're from, and acknowledge you for being on here. Hashtag replay if you're catching us on the replay. God's word is timeless, so you're still being blessed. Yes, yes. Let's see about this procrastination. Well, the reason I'm going live with this topic about procrastination is I had a post that I put in one of our groups, and it just kept on coming up and coming up. All of these excuses about procrastination and what procrastination is, and a lot of it came up as fear. Let me see if I can go into that post I did. I know a lot of it came up as fear. And then I started hearing this one lady went off on it, on a tangent, on calling it something as like emotional, some kind of, like, she just went off on giving procrastination like a really good excuse, right? And a lot of times people would just say, oh, I'm a procrastinator. And they'll put that label on themselves and just go with it. Like, that's it. I'm a procrastinator and that's what I do. And that's it. So yeah, here it is. Lack of discipline. I got lack of discipline. I got unfocused, anxiety, fear, overthinking, perfectionism, lack of preparation. Janelle said, wow. I want to hear what you got to say. What is procrastination to you? Before we dive deep into it, what is procrastination for you? What do you think procrastination is? Or what do you think, why is it that you procrastinate? Put it in the chat, because I want to hear from you. What is it? Because I keep getting the same, and before I dive into it and expose the enemy, I want to hear what you have to say. I got doubt. I got lack of discipline, depression, fear. Okay, so all of this is what some people are saying procrastination is. So what I want to know is, what do you think procrastination is? What is it for you? What is it that it's opening up when you just hear the word procrastination, and automatically you go into a fear default, you go into anxiety default, whatever it is that the word procrastination opens up for you. I want you to put that in the chat, because I want to know what it is that we are disguising as procrastination, right? A lot of times when we think about procrastination, it's always fear, right? But fear of what? What is the fear? A lot of times we don't think about what we're thinking about, right? And that's what we discuss in Thanks For. That's the first letter of our acronym, is the T, which is your thoughts, right? What are you thinking about when you're procrastinating? Why are you afraid? What is it that you're afraid of? Right? And if we actually think about what it is, but sometimes we just look at procrastination and we say, oh, fear, anxiety, oh, that's it, oh, and you run away and you just go put your head in the sand and that's it. And you put on the label, I'm a procrastinator, and that's it. And then you go into this world of what? The world of what? The world of reasons, excuses. There are really good reasons. You just don't understand, Francisca. You know, I really, really have a good excuse why I procrastinate. I have a really good reason. It's the top reason in the world why I procrastinate. Newsflash. If you have been following me, you hear me say this all the time. And if you're new, you're going to hear it for the first time. I don't care what it is. An excuse builds monuments that builds bridges to nowhere, and people who use them become masters of nothing. That's it. I don't care how good your excuse is. It can be valid. It can be the all-time excuse, reason, consideration. It is still an excuse. There is no such thing as a bad excuse or a good excuse. An excuse is an excuse, period. And when you use an excuse, a reason, or a consideration, it leaves you in this world, in your brain, in your mind, in your thoughts. And you're living in this world of would've, could've, should've. I can't, so I won't. I won't, so I can't. I'm not enough. And you are in this world inside your head, living here in this world, and it paralyzes you. And you don't get nothing done. There's nothing being done with that excuse. What is the excuse doing for you? The excuse is for yourself. What does the excuse do for you? Because it doesn't allow you to grow. You don't build nothing with an excuse. It just doesn't serve you. But what it does, it's just what the word says. Ever heard someone say, excuse me? The excuse is for who? For me. The excuse is for me. Right? So when we say, excuse me, we are giving you an excuse to make ourselves feel better. Oh, you don't understand, but I didn't have a babysitter. Oh, poor thing, you didn't have a babysitter. Oh, you're excused. Okay, that doesn't make it right or wrong, but did you get the job done? No, you didn't. Your excuse gave you a pass, so you make yourself feel better. The people understand, and, you know, but at the end of the day, were you able to accomplish anything? You was not. So when you put the excuse that I procrastinate because I have fear, I procrastinate because of anxiety, because that's the new thing. People love that label, anxiety. Like, that's the new thing. I'm gonna put that on. I want you to listen to yourself. When you say I have anxiety, I have fear, and you list all these excuses, I want you to think about what your excuse is doing for you. Is it serving you? Is it helping you get closer to your goal? Is it helping you get closer to where you want to be? And ask yourself, why? Why am I afraid? You just know you're afraid, but why are you afraid? A prime example, I'm gonna put myself out there. I've been doing this network marketing for a while, and I started doing it professionally, like really with a coach and a system, and doing it really professionally for the past, I don't know, maybe 6-8 months, maybe a year. And one of my biggest fears was technology. The back office stuff, you know, the real techie stuff that you got to go into emails and set up accounts and set up funnels and set up, you know, capture pages, all this professional thing. But I want to be a professional network marketer, right? And I want to work from home. I want to get leads. I want to do all these things. But what was stopping me, my coach would call me and be like, "Fran, I don't even want to meet with you. I don't want to take your money this week because you didn't do anything. There's nothing to coach you on." And I was so afraid of learning. I was so afraid of learning a new system, a new software. I was so afraid of reading and just, you know, really interacting with the software. I would turn on the software and I would run and I would cry, right? But what was that serving me? It was months. I'm talking about months that I kept on resisting, and I was afraid, and I kept on making excuses for myself. Point is, it didn't take me anywhere. Do you know that when I finally got over the fear and the procrastination, and I said, no, this is my word. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to do it afraid. I'm going to do it anyway. It took me 3 hours, 3 hours to get the job done. I don't know what procrastination is stealing away from you. I don't know what procrastination has done and has held you back from, or how long have you asked yourself, how long will you allow procrastination to steal your joy, to steal your dreams, to steal what it is that you want to go for? And really, what is it that you're so afraid of? I was so afraid of this one software that I needed to do. And you know what? I found out how to do it. I did it. And I said, you know what? I can do this. I'd rather not. I'd rather pay somebody. And here we go, Fiverr.com. You take care of that, right? But I faced my fear. And until you face it with grace, it's going to stay in your face. So ask yourself, why are you procrastinating? And then get to the root of your why. And I want you to know that if you're procrastinating and you want to say that it's fear, and you ask yourself, what is it that you're afraid of? I want you to then ask yourself, see, I asked myself, what is it I'm afraid of? And me, and I would say I had anxiety. Oh, yes, I did. I had anxiety over the roof. I legit would, my heart would beat fast. I couldn't breathe. I would even cry. Yeah, I had all that, right? And I asked myself, why do I have that? And more importantly, I asked myself, what is it costing me? What is procrastination costing me? And then when I asked myself that question, it was costing me a lot. It was costing me a lot. Costing me coaching call money, costing me time of getting myself out there the way I want to get myself out there. It was costing me clients that I wasn't communicating with through an email software that I had that would automate for me. So if you have all this technology that can help you push your business forward, and here you are sitting here afraid. What are you afraid of? Oh, because I don't know how to do it. Oh, guess what? We have a training for that. I mean, there's a whole YouTube university, guys. So whatever you're afraid of, ask yourself why. Whatever you're procrastinating from, ask yourself, why are you procrastinating? And if it's fear, anxiety, or whatever it is that you want to say it is, ask yourself, what is that costing you? And if it's costing you too much, stop paying it. Stop paying fear more attention, because whatever you pay attention to, that's what's going to elevate you. Whatever you focus on is what's going to help you elevate yourself. So if you focus on the fear and you focus on, I don't know how to do this. Okay, well, you know what? Let's breathe and let's give it an hour. So what I did to get over my procrastination was that I learned that there's two worlds to live in. There's a world over here of procrastination right here. And there's another world over here of action, right? So procrastination is the same as excuses, as reasons. I don't care what you call it. Like in Spanish, my mom used to always say, el mono que se viste de seda, mono se queda. You could, and in English, they say you couldn't put lipstick on a pig. Listen, I don't care what you call it. It's still an excuse. And what we say about excuses is that excuses are monuments that build bridges to nowhere, and people who use them become masters of nothing. Now, my question to you is, do you want to be a master of nothing, or do you want to go and master your skill? You choose chocolate or vanilla. That's it. You can only choose one. So over here in this world of excuses, this world of reasons, I'm not asking you to say that they don't exist. I'm asking you to push past them, because in here you stay stuck. When you say, I am so afraid, I have a couple of friends that have been telling me how they want to own their own homes, how they want to have good credit, how they want to get car notes and all this stuff. And I think it's been like 3 or 4 years, and they still haven't done anything to help their credit. They keep on being afraid to invest in a professional to help them establish their credit. They keep on putting it to the side with an excuse of, I don't have enough money. Well, here's news to you. If you don't have good credit, everything is more expensive. You're paying more for your rent. You're paying more for your insurance. You're paying more for everything. You pay more when you don't have good credit. So Make the intention and the sacrifice of being obedient and owing yourself. Like, if you want to have a home, I want to be a homeowner in 2022. It doesn't work by manifesting it and affirming it into the stars and praying to God about it, because faith without works is dead. It takes planning and doing. It takes you got it. It takes action. Okay, so here we go. This is the world of reasons. This is the world of considerations. And this world has you stuck. This world has you disempowered. This world has you counting your own self out. When if we move away from that world and we move into the world of action, the world of performance, the world of just going for it and going on the court and playing full out, these are the new questions that you ask yourself when procrastination comes up in your face. Okay, I'm afraid. I got it. I'm afraid. That's cool. What am I afraid of? Oh, I'm afraid because I don't know the system. I don't know how to repair my credit. I don't know how to purchase my own home. I don't know how to open my own business. I don't know how to start writing the book. Whatever you are up to, you don't know how to. Well, guess what? 1 hour of your time of procrastinating and having excuses and feeling disempowered and feeling like crap, right? And taking your joy away, taking everything, your self-esteem. 1 hour of that, what is that giving you? What is it serving you? What are you paying? What's your payoff, right? Now, 1 hour over here on this side, on this world of performance, I had one laptop on one side, with the tablet on another side, my phone right in front of me. And I said to myself, I am going to conquer this. I am not going to continue to keep on having this like a monkey on my back for months. I need to learn how to do this. So what I did, I watched the training. I opened the laptop. I watched the training. I went over it over and over. I rewinded it. I said, wait, that part. And then what I did, listen here. I didn't watch the video and say, okay, I feel better. I took a little bit of action. I watched the video. No te estés engañando. Don't fool yourself. I did it as I was watching my training. So my training was telling me, do this, do that, hit this and hit that. So I'm here on the other laptop doing what the training is telling me to do. And I'm telling you that it took me 3 hours to get the task done, finished. A whole campaign was, I was able to create a whole campaign in 3 hours for something that I was resisting and procrastinating for 3 months. And you know, here's the kicker. Here's the kicker. After I did that, you couldn't tell me nothing. Oh, I was so happy. I had momentum. I was high-fiving myself in the mirror like, yes, girl, go ahead. Do you see the difference? When you procrastinate and you give yourself reasons and excuses, you don't really feel good about yourself. You don't accomplish anything. And then you want to walk around and saying that you're depressed, that you're a procrastinator. No, sweetheart, honey, there's nothing wrong with you. That is the issue with America today and humanity, period, is that we want to look at what's wrong. And there's something wrong with me. Poor me. I got to fix me. Oh, I don't know. And you fall into this world of depression and you fall into this world of, I can't do this. When in reality, all you got to do is move out of that headspace, get out of your head and go do it. And the best example I can give you is just like an artist, right? Someone who sings, someone who performs, Jennifer Lopez, Beyonce, them women will practice months nonstop. They would be on tour before they could even go on tour. They were years doing and practicing for a 2-hour show. One time Jennifer Lopez said she was working her tail off for 2 months for a 2-hour show. For a 2-hour show. Okay. The performance is this. If you have nothing to fear, because every time you perform and something goes not according to the way you want it to go, guess what? They have this thing, the actors, the producers, they say cut, right? When the producer says cut, after he says cut, he gives instructions to the actor. He says to the actor, so-and-so, or to the dancer, to the singer, hit this note this way, shake your head that way, put your hand this way, do it with more feeling and more intention. He gives instructions. Then he says, action, take 123. Right? But what we see is the finished product. We see the 2-hour show that Jennifer Lopez put. We see the 2-hour movie that George Clooney put. We see the Facebook, whatever show that they put on, and it's pretty and it's edited and they do everything nice. And we're like, Dad, we want to be like that. Honey child, baby girl, don't you know how many times the producer said cut? And then they had to go and do it again. And you're so busy comparing your chapter 1 to someone else's chapter 21. And you're doing a disservice to yourself. And no bigger hater than you. You're your number one hater. The weapon, no weapon formed against you shall prosper, but the weapon is you. You're the weapon against your own self because you want to be married to the spirit of procrastination. You want to allow procrastination to have a title over you, and you feed into it like, yeah, that's all. That's what I am. I'm a procrastinator. I can't do nothing because I'm just afraid. I can't do nothing because, I just don't know how to do it. And, I just can't do nothing because I'm not worth it. That's such a cop-out. I want you to know that's a cop-out. That's a cop-out because you want to know the reality, and I'm going to get out of here in like 4 minutes. Do you want to know the reality that nobody wants to really talk about? And I'm telling you this, and this is going to be an ouch. And if you feel it, I want you to put ouch in the comments below. I want you to own it up and put ouch in the comments below. Here we go. Do you really want to know what it is? That's an excuse, right? And what it is a lack. You ready for this? It's a lack of your responsibility. You're not afraid. You don't want to do it because you don't want to be responsible. You don't want to do it because you don't want to open up the laptop and take the training and go through the training for an hour and be frustrated and rewind it because you didn't understand it, because now you got to watch it again, or you got to write a note, you got to rewind it, and you don't want to invest the time because everything is, if you can't do it perfect, right? If you're not talented, if you're not gifted, then you're not going to go and do it because, it takes a little bit of elbow grease. Oh, it takes time. Oh, it takes understanding. Oh, I want to be great, but I don't want to invest because you prefer to be hanging out, watching YouTube, doing nothing, playing house, being a good wife, hanging out with your friends, puffing on the hookah, going about your business and wasting time. When in reality, you have more than enough time, because last I checked, we have one president of the United States. And if that person can do that job, then the rest of us can do anything. We can do anything because it doesn't take that much time. It takes you putting it into perspective and being intentional about, what, this is a priority, and think about what is it holding me back. So this school thing is holding me back, right? This degree was holding me back at one time. And I knew that I had to have the degree in order to get the job, because no matter how much I showed my talent, my effort, my goodwill, my tenacity, they didn't care about that. They wanted the degree. So I kept on holding myself back because check this out. I didn't want it to take the time. Oh, it's going to take me so much time to get a degree. Meanwhile, I spent 3 years at the job that I kept on being underpaid. And the thing is, they would give me the work. They would give me the work to do, but they would not give me the pay, the title, or the position. But I would do the work. So I stood 3 years at a place of employment, allowing them to use me, okay, doing the work, not having the degree, and not having the pay that went with it. Then the 2 years it would have taken me to go to school and get the degree. Can you guys get that? Do you get that? 3 years stuck in a place, being used and abused, not being paid my worth, still doing the work as someone who had the title. Okay, and I spent 3 years complaining, murmuring, and feeling sorry for myself on how fair it wasn't, because I wanted them to change their rules and their policies, which it wasn't going to happen, when I could have just went and got a 2-year degree. That's what I did. So I'm not talking to just talk because I got lips. Remember, I'm not talking to give you information. I'm not talking to just talk. Okay, what I want you to have is transformation, because I want to be your tour guide to come alongside of you, because I'm not selling you a ticket to a place I've never been to. I ain't trying to be a travel agent. I'm a tour guide. I'm taking you where I've been. And I'm telling you that procrastination is dealing with yourself, really coming to terms that you are responsible. And in reality, not only that you are responsible, that you are lacking responsibility. And there's nothing wrong. I don't want you... Listen, I don't want you to sit here and try to beat up on yourself or make it seem like I'm making you a bad guy. You're not a bad guy. There's nothing wrong with it. Okay, there's just something to be responsible for. And if we can see what's missing, then we can put it into place. But we're so busy thinking about what's wrong with me. Oh my God, la 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 la. And you want to go into that world, which is not serving you. So there's nothing wrong with you. So let's get that out the way. What's missing? My lack of responsibility. And what is that tied to? Is tied to your word. It's a lack of integrity. And when I found that out, oh my gosh, I started getting to work like nobody's business. I was unstoppable. My coach was like, what? This is weeks of you doing this versus months of you doing that. I like who you are. Let's go. And then the momentum and how I felt, I just kept building momentum. Like, oh my gosh, I crushed this. I did this system. I passed this training. I did this, that. And I look back now and I'm like, it's only been, I told my son, I said, it's only been since the pandemic that I've taken this on seriously. I said, son, I have done more in a year and a half than I have done in 8 years. That's crazy. That's crazy. Can you imagine? What have you been procrastinating? How long have you been procrastinating? How many years has it been stealing from you? And what I want you to see is what's missing is your word, your integrity to your responsibility. You know what it is? Your integrity to you, not everybody else, to you. I'm pretty sure that many of you on here will say, I'll be there at 5 in the morning, and you go and be there at 4:45 because you know you honor your word. And whatever your boss needs from you, whatever your family needs from you, whatever your son, your daughter, your mother, your brother, your sister, your husband needs from you, you there, you got it. But when it comes to you, when it comes to yourself, you put yourself on a back burner. And then you have these conversations in your head about yourself that you're not good enough, that you're not smart enough, that you can't do it. And that's a lie. It's a lie from the pit of hell. Let's dismiss the enemy and let's get to the nitty gritty. You are not willing to honor your word to yourself. You have been missing responsibility to yourself. You have been missing the fact that when you have integrity and you walk and talk as a person of integrity, these are 4 things that you must have in order to have integrity. The 4 things that you must have is, first of all, doing what you say you're going to do. Period. There you go. Doing what you say you're going to do. So if you procrastinate, you are out of integrity because you said you were going to do X and you haven't done it. So therefore, you're out of integrity. That's what's missing. Okay. So another part of integrity is doing what you know has to be done. Like I knew that in order for me to get this campaign going, I had to learn the system. I knew that. But I was not willing to be responsible and learn the system because I just was afraid. No, I wasn't responsible to my word, because if I knew what I had to do, I would have opened up the laptop 3 months prior and I would have learned, sat and did what I did in three hours, right? So then the third part is doing what you know others are expecting of you. Right? Sometimes that's the easiest part of keeping integrity, is just doing what other people expect you to do, and you just get it done. The fourth part of integrity is keeping a powerful conversation with yourself. Okay. So those four things equal integrity. If any of those four things are out, you can't have integrity if you only have that you keep your word to other people. That's not integrity. You cannot have integrity if you only do what you said you was going to do. You have to have all four aspects of it in order for it to be considered integrity. So therefore, this is what I want you to see. When we're out of integrity, that's when we procrastinate. So if we look at procrastination, because I know this is what helped me. When I looked at procrastination as a lack of my own word to myself and a lack of integrity, I was like, absolutely not. Absolutely not. That's not who I am. It doesn't match. So if I am not a person who lives out of integrity, therefore I cannot be a person that procrastinates. So I hope that helped you out. If you got any value of this video, of this training, put #value. Let me know in the comments what other topics you would like me to cover. And I want to be able to help you discover for yourself. Like, this is really, there's an exercise I love to do with really walking you down the whole entire process of procrastination and how we eliminate that and be able to bring a new possibility and a new action plan on how you are going to take on that certain area in your life that you may be procrastinating on. But I want you to know that that certain area in your life that you're procrastinating on, it's showing up everywhere, honey. Honey, it's showing up in your job. Sweetheart, it's showing up in your marriage. My love, it's showing up in your parenthood. It's showing up everywhere. It is showing up everywhere. And you know what? We were not created to run and to be in fear. We were not created to have a spirit of fear, but of boldness and courage. And we were created for greatness. So step into that greatness, lace up your shoes and go play ball. Go on the court and have fun. And don't be afraid. So what if you mess it up? So what? You sit back and find out what it was that you messed up. Listen, now I can do a campaign like nobody's business. Now I go through the AWeber account and I'm like, okay, I know how to put this in there. I know how to put a link in it. I know how to send it a blast. I know how to do all these things. I think I'm the greatest thing since apple pie. Now you can't tell me nothing. I got it. I do my little happy dance, put my pat on my back. It's so amazing. When you fight off procrastination, you elevate. You're going to be so happy. You're going to be so proud of yourself because, baby girl, honey child, let me tell you something. It don't matter who proud of you. Ain't nobody going to be more proud of you than you. It don't matter if your husband says, I'm proud of you. If your son says, I'm proud of you. If your mom says, I'm proud of you. You know what? I'm proud of me. And therefore, because I'm proud of me, your like is extra. I love you guys. I had such a good time with this one. Let me know again in the comments whatever it is that you want me to tackle on. I love exposing the enemy. I love showing up and showing out for you because you deserve it. You deserve to get out of that mindset and get into your new transformation. I love you guys. Take care. Until next time.